Tanya's got a way to hook that phone up to the...
But I need to hit a couple buttons on the radio, and I don't know.
Welcome to Anything is Possible. We are in Herkimer, New York. We arrived late last night in the dark rain, and we're up here to do mining for diamonds, Herkimer Diamonds, and we're off to a quick start. Before we even got to the mine, we found this little diamond and a big rock. Actually, Kevin and I spotted the rock last night fishing, and Kevin's over here splitting away, and he was able to wiggle this one free. Show us again the camera, Lyle. This is Lyle's birthday weekend, so we'll do a little bit of fishing. I caught a tiny little smallmouth bass, and we saw some baby browns and a couple big fish jumping. So we're camping right along this river. This is the West Canada Creek that drains into Mohawk, and our cabin's right behind these trees. So yeah, stay with us. So it comes with this little picnic table, burn circle, grill for charcoal, and it's got this nice little porch on it, and it's got a swing. We really enjoyed that part of it. Comes with a little screen door. You go in, there's bunk beds, there's a twin bed, I guess, or double bed. No air conditioning in this unit, but some do have air conditioning. It's small but nice. There's a little desk there by the front door in the window. Comes with a refrigerator, and there is TV. I don't know if we even turned it on, so I can't tell you what the options were there. It's a nice TV though. Okay, we're at the Herkimer Diamond Mine. It's directly across the street from the campground, and this is what you got. You check in. I think it's like $11 a person for the whole day. Got a little rock band, a little band that you can come and go. And come over here. You can split rock, you can work ledges. There's a little bit of science to it. Did some research. We actually found like 4 or 5 pieces at the campsite, which we'll show you. Yeah, I'm looking too. I'm like doing video, and you want to look with the sun behind you. Done doing the mine, mining across the street from the, where are we? Herkimer KOA. They got the mine right across the street. Got a few little diamonds, but we actually did better down here at the KOA. It was just so hot up there this morning. So we're back, spent 2 hours up there. Nice thing about the mine is that you get these bands and you can go back anytime. So we're gonna do some rafting, some more fishing. And Kevin's over there fishing. He just lost a brown trout right at the side. So they do exist. I don't know if I said this already. Has all my videos. I'm tired traveling and working and all. I'm half delirious. But we got here late last night, and then this morning realized you're not allowed to wear flip-flops. You know, that makes sense, into the mine, and Kevin only had flip-flops. So we started the day off going to Walmart and hit Denny's, got some Grand Slams down there. and came back up here, and now we did the mining thing and we're back at the creek. So we might do some rafting. I got the rafts. I'm gonna just throw some spinners on that I picked up at Walmart because I thought we forgot our spinners, but I found them in the trunk. So now we have even more fishing gear, which is great. Here's Kevin up the stream. And we came down here last night and just saw tons of crayfish. So, and now there's none. So maybe tonight we'll come out down and catch a few and do some serious fishing in the morning with the crayfish. But for now, I'm going to throw spinners. So if you haven't figured it out yet, this is not going to be your typical fishing video. We're here for mining, but we're doing some fishing, and I think it's worth doing a video on. And it's kind of fitting on our way up here. I got a text from a subscriber that was a new subscriber that was up at Knoebels, and he had seen our posts about fishing Knoebels. And you know, being married with young kids and a hardcore fisherman, you don't always have time to plan a big official fishing trip. You're fishing weird destinations, and so it was just cool because he texted me. He was like, I have like a couple hours, and I don't believe in blowing spots out, so I don't typically just give out free spots and tell you exactly where I caught them, because that's just sometimes does not work out good for the locals, and you don't make many friends that way. But this person, I checked out his profile. I saw he had kids and all, and his kids were at the park, and he had a couple hours, so I put him on a few spots, left him with plenty of work to do, but I gave him the spots where we had caught trout. So that was kind of a cool experience. He seemed appreciative. So being a parent, I don't know if you can see Kevin down there. Jesus, it's so deep. But being a parent, and you having a YouTube channel, fishing with kids, I think this probably is more realistic than a lot of the YouTube channels where there are some young guys out fishing all day long or whatever. Which you see, we do plenty of that too. But I think there's value in moving around, hitting different holes you've never fished before, and learning about different creeks. So like before we came up here, I knew where we were coming, so I literally just used Google Earth and started looked at the creek, did a little bit of research, Google searches, and you find out pretty much everything. I hit up a couple local fly shops, and I said, I was honest, is that I don't think I'm gonna have time to come out. I only have a couple hours in between mining trips, but they gave me all the tips. And you know, they said white flies in the evening, and last night was proof of that. I mean, the white flies were all over the roads. If you can't catch a fish on it, that's not, you know, that's on the fishermen. That's definitely what they're eating at night around here. But they're smallmouth. I researched, was able to see smallmouth, confirmed it last night, saw smallmouth. Saw 2 brown trout, saw a couple big trout jump, so definitely in here. This is West Canada Creek. It flows down into Mohawk River. Not sure if there's salmon down there, but there's definitely salmon in the area in the fall. Not sure about these 2 rivers, because even if they are, I knew they wouldn't be in here right now, so I stopped my research at that point. But I'm hoping to maybe catch a trout. That would be unbelievable. But at least just like a bass. Oh my God, Kevin's like over his head by now. He's a nut. All the way down where those rafters are. He's like over his head. That's where he had a fish on and lost it. So now he's going over to catch it. But yeah, it's just fun exploring new spots. If we catch a trout, I'd be amazed. So I'm throwing the Joe's fly right now, and catch a nice smallmouth bass. We caught a little minnow this morning, but if we catch a nicer one, that would be really cool. I think there's fall fishing here. I'm not sure what else, but we're gonna throw spinners and cover some water. But we're really not gonna, I know there's some pockets. There's a really good hole downriver, 6 minutes from here. But this is my older son, who's not the hardcore fisherman. He loves fishing, but not his idea of fishing and our idea of fishing. It's 2 different things. This is probably closer to normal than ours, to be honest with you. he'll take a few casts, but he enjoys it, so good for him. Oh, there's one. Holy crap. I don't think he's on. That was nice. Oh, yeah, baby. That was a trout. That was a trout. I know it. That was a trout. Now I got the speed down too. Now I got the speed down. Let's see if we can get one. So I completely forgot what we were talking about. But it's game on, baby. Game on. That was not a small trout. You know when you fish enough, you know what you just had. That was the quick, hard boom, boom. Right out there in that big current. Right where we saw him jump today, too. Got him. Hope my dingbat son's okay. I don't know where he got to. But he's hard to kill. He'll be all right. I'm probably more in danger than he is. Come on, baby. Come on, come on. Be nice to get a trophy brown trout here and do a replica mount with some Herkimer Diamonds on it. It'd be wild. Should probably try to catch a fish before I start talking about fish mounts. It's really deep there, so I don't know if I'm getting down where I want to get down, but I better turn this off. One more cast. I would love to hook up live, but I just don't have the... I do all our stuff on our phone. The whole channel's edited from my stupid Android phone. So I'm kind of limited on space. There's Kevin. He's on the other side. No matter where you put him, he goes to the other side of the creek. I think that's my fault. I told him early on. Fishing really busy, streams and opening day. As soon as you get to the creek, cross it. Knock out 50% of the hooligans. More like 90% of the hooligans. I don't know what he's doing. Alright, I'm going to turn this off and try to turn it back on if I hook up here. I'll see you guys on a fish, hopefully. Fish on, yeah. Yeah, baby. I don't know, it's nice. It's a nice, nope, smallie. There we go, baby. There we go. Man, that thing hit hard in the current. Oh, and especially in that current they do. Nice smallmouth. Beautiful smallmouth. Okay, and there he goes. Woo! Oh man, that was awesome. It's all relative. I mean, we've caught much bigger. But pulling it out of that current, this is over my head right here. And a beautiful upstate New York stream. Awesome. Just awesome. So I'm down here at the bottom of this raft run. I think I showed you on the map. The one cool thing about this, one of the cool things about this cool camp, KOA camp, is that it's like a horseshoe, the river or the creek right here. So you can put in at one spot of the creek, raft all the way around downriver, 2 islands in the path, come down almost, I don't know, half a mile, pretty good stretch, and you're only at the other side of the campground. So it's like you just circle around the entire campground, get to the other side, and walk back. So really cool. So I'm down here fishing. I just ran down here hoping the boys don't freak out and actually make their way down here, or else I'm just down here by myself. We didn't bring our phones with us. They're back at the cabin. So I'm just going to take a few casts and walk upstream. Rafting's a little scary for somebody who hasn't done it, and my older boy has not done it. It looks like you're about to be washed away to the ocean. But there's always chances for you to get out. If good fishermen knows there's always a run of rapids and then slows down again, you'll have opportunities. All right, I'm going to work my way upstream. Just beautiful out here. Saw a lot of bad reviews on this place, so I started getting nervous, but you figure there's probably a lot of city people that come here. One review said it was muddy. The first time tent camping, eh? Muddy. Here comes the goobers. Goobers. We have 2 rafts, 3 people. Well, that was a hit. Nothing Lyle likes more than releasing fish. See if we can catch him one. Sometimes Kevin and I will just fish and Lyle will swim, and we catch a fish, we'll hand it to Lyle for the release, and he likes to go underwater with it. So pretty sure eventually Lyle is going to be our cameraman. He's really good with art, and he's got a good eye for photography, and he already plays with a lot of different computer programs. He's way ahead of us, and his editing takes up so much room I can't really get it on our videos, but it's really good once I buy a computer. I can't wait to have him being our film man. So he brings a cool, unique eye to it. You can get out anywhere, it slows down. Did you crash? Oh no. Man overboard. It just gets slower and slower, so anywhere is good. No, just hold on, I got you. I'm just going to gradually bring you over.
I got from here.
Ahoy!
Oh, our stuff is down there still.
Sorry, up there. Look, the ducks beat you.
Oh, the ducks from this morning.
Yeah, they rafted down.
Dad, how do we get back?
Yeah. All right, give us a rafting report here on the map. Where'd you start?
We started where you are here.
Okay.
Or maybe somewhere.
Where'd you crash, Lyle? First time.
Right there.
You crashed on
That's
Rock
why
Island?
it's called Rock Island.
Was there rocks?
Yeah.
That's what happened. And then I met you down right at the bottom of
Crayfish Island.
Crayfish Island. And then I walked all the way back to here.
As a big sussy baka.
Got the car, drove all the way back here.
Oh, I didn't recognize the crayfish or the lobster, the canoe, and the dumb fishy. Come on.
Okay, we're down at the Cass Bridge. George Zaros, the guy that runs the local fly service. I'll try to remember to look his name up and his company and put it below. He was nice enough to kind of put us on a few spots. I told him I had limited time to fish and was asking him around, and he was very happy to kind of put us on a few spots. So and tell us, you know, the flies that they're hitting on. So brought the fly rod out, threw a white fly on there, and Kevin's already over here somewhere throwing a spinner to start with, and dropped my elder boy and my wife off over at the mine. They're going to do a little bit of mining. I think they're going to do more of like the I don't know if they're working through the pay dirt or if they're doing the sleuthing, but it was just so hot up there in the rocks today, and we had better luck right in front of our campsite actually. We'll clean them up and show them to you at the end of the video, the diamonds we got and some cool rocks. So maybe we'll do like save up the rocks and make like an aquarium for like goldfish or something using all the rocks that we found here. So we'll see what we can do. Yeah, it looks good over here. Let me get in there and start throwing. There he goes. One of the things I'm most proud of with Kevin's fishing is that he doesn't fish next to me. He has an eye for where to go. It's not always right, but he's right enough. He's heading out to these rocks that kind of jut out where he can hit across all the water, which is always a pretty good idea. I think this is going to be the better spot, but he's outperformed me before, so I'm going to go down and be around them anyway. And that way I got the camera rolling. Got two people with fishing rods. Maybe I'll get some more footage for you guys of fishing. Alright, I'm gonna open myself up to all kinds of fly fisherman geek criticism here, but I'm not looking for smart trout. There's got to be some dumb ones left. Saw a fish jump. Had a fin on it. That's the targeted species for tonight. Just trying to hit that like in between water here. A little too much line for me to handle here. Ah, come on. Jesus. That was horrible. Too much line out to keep control of it. It's a nice little eddy behind this rock, and a fish just jumped right in it. So trying to just run that down a few times. There's a fly coming off the water, big white fly. That's exactly what we're trying to trick them into thinking we are. Man. You know what? I think I got to go upstream a little bit more on my drift. Yeah. Yeah, they're starting to fly. That's a good sign. Look at them there. I don't know if you can see that, but the flies are starting to come off the water. I need to cast a little bit more upstream. Feed it some line so it doesn't look crazy. Oh, it looks crazy. Okay. It's all right. I don't think they caught enough fish on a fly rod to know they don't follow it down the river. You're passing it over their head. It only has to look natural for 5 or 6 seconds tops when it's passing them. So if it gets all out of whack, just correct it and let it finish its drift. And you'll catch a lot of trout, just like me. The current's moving so fast. Really strong current. Try to work this a little bit better. Looked a little better. Maybe that's what I got to do right on the inside of the sand. Fast enough, they'll think it's a hatch, right? Buddy boy is. All right, we're heading back to the campground.
Woohoo!
Moving on. We saw a fish jump. That was about it here. But
I had one.
Junior said he had one.
Hey, don't call me Junior. I'll put your brain in.
Junior said he had one. I didn't have any.
Calling me Junior.
But I saw a couple jump, and I'm sure they're in there. We're just a little too early, but you know how that goes. We want to fish now, not later. So we're gonna head back and see what other trouble we can get into. Hawaiian night at the campground, there's some limbo. It's gonna be a good time. And probably not a lot of you know this, but I just went out and bought like 6 Hawaiian shirts just because I went through a midlife crisis. And I am apparently pretty smart because it's Hawaiian themed week. I did not know that, and I am well stocked in my Hawaiian shirts. So I'm gonna go limbo. That is a pigeon. Hi, pigeon. Pigeon, you have my permission to come down and peck him right in the eyeball. Check, please. Oh, God. Oh yeah, have a good night. Okay, we got a fish on here. Not a big one. I think it's a smallie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kev just went up to the cabin, of course. They're starting to jump. Okay. Do not want to get that treble in my hand. It's hooked on the top. Easy, easy, buddy. Easy. Easy. All right, a smallie. Older boy went out to dinner. Younger boy and I are cracking rocks and fishing again on the river, creek. It's magic hour, sun's going down and the fish are starting to bite. And my wife took the fly rod with her to dinner. So Kevin and I have been sharing this rod.
Welcome back.
Of course, I didn't have the camera rolling, but I just had a bass on. See if I can get them back on again. Way too hard to turn the camera on when you got a fish on the fly rod. And he just devoured that too. He came up and slammed it. I think it was a smallmouth, but a decent one. Down the rapids. And I'm doing the backhand cast so I don't snag Kevin.
That was a big fish.
Yeah. There's a fish just jumped out there. People, no, there's one jumping right out there. I'm on him. I'm on him. I'm trying to move a little bit so I can get on my forehand. For the people watching at home, that was Kevin's splash, not me. Not my fly rod. A little bit more. We're on them now, folks.
You want to jump?
No. But I know where they are now. Fish on, fish on.
You fight it, you fight it.
I'm fighting them all the way in so I don't lose them.
It's like a trout.
No, you don't know.
It's a trout.
You sure?
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, it is, baby.
It's a brown. Yes.
Hold this. Brown trout. I don't believe it.
Oh my.
We did it, buddy. We did it.
Yes, sir.
There he goes.
Woo-hoo.
Yes.
That's our goal.
Yes.
I'm gonna go check on Mom now. Tell her the good news.
All right. I think that's enough for me.
That's enough. Dad.
We did it. Yes, brown trout. That was one of our goals. Kevin told me yesterday his goal was to catch a brown trout.
Well, my goal is to catch any kind of trout. But rainbows are the most common kind of trout.
Yeah.
The brown trout aren't that common.
Yeah. That was a tough catch. We got him.
This is like right at night, not in the morning.
On the
Right at this time.
on the Walmart rod. We defied the odds. We caught a vacation brown.
It's basically my fish since it's my rod.
Jeez, oh man. Can't let me have a little fun. It's always a team effort though. Always a team. It's always a team effort. All right. So we just came. Karma. Came down, made coffee, boiled some water. Kevin fed the ducks. Did just a few casts because that's all we kind of have time for. The few casts here and there. And we're here to mine.
That's the karma.
That's the karma right there.
The ducks.
Yeah.
So,
Gotta feed the ducks to catch the brown trout. There you go, brown trout, right at the campground. They said they didn't exist, but I didn't believe them. My sources said otherwise, and they're here. And back to mining. Put down the rod, grab the hammers. Kevin's collecting rocks. I just launched one off my shin. Definitely need sneakers. What you got there, Blue? Okay, we're at the bottom picking up the kids on their last run. and we are going to be heading out of here. I think I'm going to shoot a little recap when I get home. Got to clean up the diamonds. We actually did pretty good, and not in the places you would expect, but right here at the KOA campsite out on the creek, and just doing some exploring. Found some pretty good stuff, some like geodes and some Herkimer diamonds. So clean them up, shine them up, and get my thoughts down, get a little bit of rest, and I'll close out the video from home. But for now, from Herkimer, we're out of here. So peace. So here are the rocks. So we have the Lyle's little laser pointer does a good job of showing off these diamonds in the rocks. We brought a whole bunch of rocks back with us that we saw diamonds in, and we were either afraid to try to blow them out and break the diamonds, or we just figured we'd, you know, do that type of work at home. We got the rocks in small enough pieces that we could get home with them, and some of them are pretty cool as is, and they have like geodes and other things that are really hard to see and appreciate on camera. So we just kind of threw a lot of extra rocks in the bin and brought home with us. Here's one of the geodes there. Pretty cool. And these were all these are the actual pure Herkimer diamonds that we knocked out of rocks or discovered on the sand. There's some other gems on the bottom. These are all the diamonds still here. Beautiful, sparkly diamonds. On the bottom side, you'll see the other gems. Here's a big one. So I hope you liked our video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We had a great time. It's a great trip. Always room for fishing on any vacation, so take the rod. Got some diamonds.
Hey, look, I can go backwards.